let's start chatting. I don't know about you guys, but nowadays it feels like finding the true key to happiness feels like an impossible, endless cycle. I feel like society nowadays dictates this perception that you either need to A, be extremely successful, or B, have lots of money in order for you to try and find the true key of happiness. Now, obviously, this is not entirely true. So today I want to guide you through a step-by-step guide on how I learned to romanticize my life. Now, I did want to preface that this is solely my opinion and this has worked for me, but I definitely do want to be sensitive to those who have mental and physical disabilities, disorders, and chronic illnesses that they deal with on a day-to-day basis. This is solely my opinion, and I definitely want to never make you feel like I'm discrediting you or minimizing the struggles that you deal with on a day-to-day basis. So I just wanted to keep that in mind. So for point number 1, the first thing that I did to romanticize my life was my routines. Incorporating little bits and pieces of things that I love into my day-to-day routine definitely made a change. Now, this does not necessarily mean you have to go out and buy luxury products or have to spend your money, but it has to do with more of already incorporating the things that you have or love into your day-to-day routine. So, for example, whether it's lighting your favorite candle while you journal, or whether you read or do homework, whatever it is that you do, or even putting on your favorite album while you're driving, just any little moment that you can to just incorporate little stuff that you love has definitely helped me the most. And then point number 2 is giving gratitude and being present techniques. So this has definitely helped me a lot. I know when you wake up, it is extremely easy to think about the 20 millions of things that you have to do throughout your day. Whether it's you have to get up and go to work, whether you are thinking about your calendar or meetings that you have coming up. If you just take 5 seconds or 5 minutes of your day while you wake up in the morning and just say out loud 5 to 10 things that you're grateful for, that definitely has helped me personally. I like to pray in the morning, but please do whatever it is that you feel comfortable doing, and I promise you, you'll notice a lighter feeling throughout your day because you start your day with a positive mindset. And being present techniques, talk to you. That has definitely helped me as well. And being present can mean any little time that you have, just trying to not be on your phone as much or trying not to worry about the things that you have to do, but just being present in the moment. So some things that I like to do is when I'm leaving for work or going to the gym or whatever, anytime that I have alone and I'm driving or even in my room, I like to pop in my headphones and listen to either a good podcast or a good album, whatever it is, and that allows you to just really be present in the moment and not have you distracted or thinking about other things that you have to do. So definitely just being present. When I went to therapy, my therapist used to make me do like breathing techniques, and that also helps you where you have to say 5 things. So it would have to be 5 things that you, or I think it was like 2 or 3 things that you see, 2 or 3 things that you taste, 2 or 3 things that you hear, 2 or 3 things that you feel, and 2 or 3 things that, I don't know my 5 senses: hear, smell, touch, taste. I can't think of it, but you know what I mean. So that definitely did help calming me down when I had anxiety or any anxiety attacks or anything like that, because it allows you to be present in your mind. Have you ever gotten an opportunity that you were praying, hoping, or manifesting for, whatever it is that you believe, and then you've received it and you feel like you're not good enough for it? Because I know I have multiple times. The art of self-sabotaging. Now, I am not going to be just sitting here and I never do these things. Obviously, I'm still actively working on things, and so never take my advice as to, oh, she doesn't do that, because I promise you I am. Now,